Welcome back to Crash Course today. I'm Grace Sealiner and we will be talking about the Sugar Stamp Act. The Stamp Act was a British law that was passed by the British Parliament on February 6, 1765, and at this time Britain was in ruling of King George III. The main purpose of the Stamp Act was intended to raise revenue from the American colonists to help replenish their finances after the costly 7-year war with France. Eddie, could you imagine being in a 7 years war? I sure couldn't. Now, the Stamp Act set a tax. It was a stamp that was required on all newspapers, legal and commercial documents. A portion of the revenue from the Stamp Act would be used to maintain British soldiers in colonies to maintain peace between colonists and Native Americans. And the smugglers found guilty of violating the Stamp Act could be convicted and taken to court without juries in the Vice Admiralty courts. The Stamp Act was the first time Britain placed a tax on domestically produced and consumed goods. It had nothing to do with trade, but it had a direct effect on every single colonist.
To put it simply, the Sugar and Stamp Act were both created to give Britain more money. The Stamp Act started in 1765 and was called the Death Act by citizens. The Sugar Act started earlier in 1764, limiting citizens to only 2 pounds of sugar per month. This left citizens poor, sad, and lonely, with only the thoughts of candy to satisfy their sweet tooth. But hey, at least the British have their money.
Probably not the best time for you if you were an alcoholic. Or if you're a sugar addict like me and Eddie. All in all, the Sugar Act was intended to regulate commerce and trade.